Welcome. Please view these videos done by our management team to give you a better understanding of our club rules and regulations. These videos highlight the most important rules that are designed to give you knowledge of the expectations at Suntree Country Club. It is the responsibility of every member to abide by the rules and regulations, and for management to enforce the rules and take disciplinary action if they are broken. We value your experience at the club and welcome your suggestions for club improvement. Should you have any issues with staff or other members, please let club management know and they will address your concerns appropriately. It is the responsibility of every member to abide by the rules and regulations and make sure that their guests do so also. If disciplinary action should occur, management will follow the appropriate disciplinary steps laid out in the club's rules and regulations. Members, as you pull into the club's parking lot, be mindful of going in the correct direction as we are concerned about members' safety. The Do Not Enter sign is there for you as a reminder of the one-way flow of traffic. If our main parking lot is full, we have 3 other parking lots for your convenience. We have a parking lot on each side of the tennis facilities, as well as our back parking lot, which is our largest lot and is connected to the member lot parking. We kindly ask you, please do not park on the grass if there are available parking spaces. Occasionally, when the club is extremely busy, you will be allowed to park on the grass if there are no available lots. Handicap parking is available, and we ask that you please have your decal visible in your vehicle. Safety for our members is key, and we again stress going into our parking lot in the correct direction to please be mindful for your speed in the parking lot and be respectful of pedestrians and golf cart traffic.
Here at Suntree Country Club, we offer 3 different categories of equity membership: Equity Social, Equity Tennis, and Equity Golf. Equity Social members have access to the dining and bar facilities, the swimming pool, activities including excursions, dining events, exercise classes, children's activities, and more. All equity members, including Social, have unlimited use of the driving range, putting green, and chipping areas with unlimited balls. Social members can also pay to play 1 time per month a full round of golf or a 90-minute tennis session. Equity Tennis members get all of the same privileges as an Equity Social member, plus unlimited access to the tennis courts. Equity Golf members get all of the same privileges as an Equity Tennis member, plus access to the golf courses. Membership caps are established by the Board of Directors to ensure that the members have the best experience at the club. By being an equity member, you are not only members, but owners of the club. We ask that you keep this in mind and respect your club by following the rules and regulations and the bylaws. Besides our full-time equity memberships, Suntree Country Club has some non-equity options as well. These non-equity memberships are annual and are up to the discretion of the Board of Directors to renew each year. Typical non-equity offerings include active military golf and tennis memberships, junior golf and junior tennis, which are programs for those up to age 18, or 21 and younger if they're full-time students. Young professional golf and young professional tennis are memberships available for those 21 to 29 years of age. Trial golf and trial tennis, which are typically offered for 4 months during the summer. Non-resident golf and non-resident tennis are available to non-Florida residents for a maximum of 4 months during the winter. Although these memberships are considered non-equity, members still must abide by the club bylaws and rules and regulations. All of these non-equity offerings are a great way for individuals to get acclimated to Suntree Country Club and are frequently used as stepping stones to a full equity membership. Referrals and word of mouth are the most common ways that Suntree Country Club obtains new members. If a current equity member refers their friend or family to the club, and that person joins as an equity member, the referring member will receive a gift of appreciation from the club. If the new member joins as Equity Social, the referring member will receive a Chef's Carver guest pass for 2. If a new member joins as Equity Tennis, the referring member will receive 4 tennis guest passes. If the new member joins as Equity Golf, the referring member will receive 4 golf guest passes, which is inclusive of greens and cart fees. I would like to thank our members for doing such a fantastic job sharing your great experiences at Suntree with your friends and family, and ask that you keep up the good work. Equity members in good standing may transfer to a different type of membership by written notice to the club, so long as the desired transfer meets the following stipulations. Transfers may only be made once per calendar year, and the Board of Directors may establish a nominal administrative fee to process the transfer. If transferring to a lower membership category, the transfer will be completed on the last day of the 3rd full calendar month, at which point a new equity certificate will be issued. An example of this would be if a golfing member wishes to no longer have golfing privileges and solely become a tennis or social member, or if a tennis member wishes to become a social member. If transferring to a higher membership contribution category, the transfer shall take place immediately after the appropriate initiation and membership contribution fees are paid. Dues, fees, and other charges for the new category will be prorated from the transfer date. Once the transfer is complete, a new equity certificate will be issued to the member. An example of this type of transfer would be an Equity Social member transferring to tennis or golf, or a tennis member upgrading to a golf category. For equity golfers, transfers within the golfing contribution category can take place more than one time per year. However, if a member is at the unlimited golfing category and chooses to downgrade to a limited rounds or limited access membership, there will be a transfer fee owed, which is set by the Board of Directors. To go up from limited rounds or limited access to an unlimited membership, there is no transfer fee, but rather the increase in monthly dues. These type of transfers would take effect on the last day of the calendar month the written request was received. Transfers to senior membership are limited to only those Equity Golf members in good standing. Eligibility requires that the members have reached at least the age of 80 years old and have had at least 10 consecutive years of an Equity Golfing membership immediately preceding transfers to the senior category. We hate to see members leave the club, but understand that there are life circumstances that warrant such resignations. If you are wanting to resign your membership from the club, per the bylaws, you are required to give a written notice. An email to membership suffices. From there, your membership will be terminated on the last day of the 3rd full calendar month following the date in which the notice was received, so essentially a 90-day period. The only time a termination of membership may happen sooner than the 90 days would be if the club is operating off of a waitlist for that membership category you're wanting to resign from. At any point during the 90-day resignation period, you are able to rescind your request and remain a member at Suntree Country Club. If the resignation notice is not rescinded, all dues, fees, and charges will be prorated as of the date of termination. Upon termination, we ask that the resigning member completes an exit survey as well as returns their equity membership certificate to the club. Please note that if a terminated member wishes to reapply in the future to the club, they will be treated as new applicants. They'll be required to file a new application for membership and pay the current membership contribution, initiation fees, and other applicable charges at that time.
Operating hours for each venue at Suntree Country Club have been designated based on the desires of the membership at large. They are subject to change based on the changing needs of our membership. Please see our weekly on-tap email or website for the current hours of operation for each location. As for reservations, they are required for the Suntree dining room and special events held in the Magnolia Room. Reservations are not required for the pool bar, patio bar, nor the snack bar. That being said, please give us a head up to call and advise if you are planning a larger group of 12 or more so that we may plan and staff accordingly. Please also limit the number of guests that sit at one table to 8 or less. If you have more in your party than 8, we would be happy to set up 2 tables next to each other. We encourage you to bring guests to the club to show them the wonderful amenities that Suntree has to offer. Our guest policy allows you to bring non-member guests for dining, but limited to no more than 8 at a time. If you'd like to invite more than 8 non-member guests, you must get prior approval from the club. Please keep in mind that members must accompany their guests at all times and are responsible for their guests' behavior and attire. From time to time, we may send out a notice to our membership saying a certain function is for members only and no guests are allowed. You will receive advance notice if this should occur for a particular event. If you should have a guest residing with you while they are visiting, you can register them for a house guest card. This would entitle them to the privileges applicable to your category of membership for a maximum period of 14 days within a calendar year, except for parents, children, and grandchildren, where there is no limitation. A house guest card would allow your guests to utilize the club without you physically hosting them. Please contact our membership director with questions or to register a house guest. It is expected that members will dress in a fashion befitting the surroundings and atmosphere of a private country club. In general, member attire is normally country club casual, which is acceptable in all areas of the club. For men, long trousers or smart shorts and shirt with a collar tucked in unless designed otherwise. For women, fashionable pants or shorts, skirts, dresses, and blouses. Appropriate golf and tennis attire is permitted in all dining areas for lunch and dinner until 6:30. After 6:30, country club casual is required in the Suntree and Magnolia rooms. Appropriate denim wear on club property is allowed. For example, fashionable denim like this is permitted, as opposed to work jeans like these are not. Specifically excluded are coveralls and jeans that are torn, frayed, have holes or patches, and cutoff jeans. Denim is not permitted in the Magnolia room except for special events with Western theme or on the golf courses, practice facilities, and tennis courts. Men will dress with shirts tucked in, unless designed otherwise with turned-down collars. They may also wear mock turtleneck collars with long or short sleeves. However, t-shirts are not permitted. Athletic golf or tennis attire is fine, but please keep in mind that t-shirts and cargo shorts are not appropriate. For women's attire, fashionable pants or short skirts, dresses, and tops are appropriate. Sleeveless blouses may be worn, however, tank tops and racerback shirts are not allowed. Men are not permitted to wear hats in our main clubhouse, which consists of the Suntree dining room, Magnolia room, and Cabana room. At the pool bar, patio bar, and snack bar, hats are appropriate, but never turn backwards. You may wear swimsuits with cover-ups at the pool bar and patio, but only while retrieving food and beverages from the patio, bar, or pool bar. Footwear must be worn in all areas of the clubhouse. Pool shoes and rubber flip-flops are allowed only in the pool area, which includes the pool bar and deck, as well as the outside seating at the patio bar. Pool shoes are allowed inside the patio bar, but only when picking up refreshments to take outside. Thank you again for participating at the Suntree Country Club. We hope this provides clarity so you're comfortable when visiting the club. The comfort and enjoyment of all of our members and guests is top priority for us here at Suntree Country Club. With that in mind, it's very important that the following rules are adhered to. While indoors, smoking and cell phone use is prohibited. Cell phones must be in vibrate mode, and if you need to answer a call, you are required to leave the dining area. While outdoors, cell phone use is allowed, but please be considerate to other members and guests around you by relocating to an unoccupied area. Smoking is permitted with the exception of when you're seated under the pavilion or at the pool bar. It is permitted to smoke in the outside section of the patio bar.
Here at Suntree Country Club, we offer a plethora of social events and activities, many reoccurring for the whole family. Some of the activities we offer are bunco, bingo, art socials, fitness classes, trivia, book club, comedy nights, bus trips, bridge, mahjong, and much more. Some activities require online registration or calling my direct line. Some activities require no reservations, and members are simply required to sign in at the door. All the information needed for each activity is located on the appropriate event flyer, on the website, and sometimes even in the Suntree Life magazine. Keep an eye out for all member blasts to stay up to date on the activities here at the club. We offer many activities for kids here at the club. We host summer camp, winter break camp, and spring break camp. We also host Kids Club every Saturday night from 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Camp and Kids Club are for ages 4 to 12. Rules for all of our camps and Kids Club will be provided to parents at sign-up. The reoccurring activities here at Suntree Country Club are those that happen once or more per month and include, but are not limited to, fitness, bunco, mahjong, bridge, bingo, and book club. For these activities, you are only allowed to bring the same guest once per month. Guests are allowed to attend no more than once per calendar month for Brevard residents, or no more than 12 visits per year for out-of-town guests. A surcharge for guests attending reoccurring activities more than once a month may be established and enforced by management. Our pool is open 8 a.m. to dusk, 7 days a week. We have a lifeguard on duty for all major events and on most days, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No minors are permitted in the pool area without an adult present. No outside food or beverages or coolers are permitted in the pool area. No food or beverage are allowed within 4 feet of the pool. All pool rules are posted by the pool for your reference. Members are required to check their guests in with the lifeguard when they arrive. A nominal fee will be added to the member account per guest. There is a maximum of 4 guests per member household permitted at the pool. If there is an accident in the pool, especially one that includes bodily fluids, alert the lifeguard or nearest manager immediately. The pool will be shut down for 24 hours while maintenance cleans it.
We hope you enjoyed these videos. Our management team picked the most important information from our rules to highlight for a better understanding of the club expectations. Please refer to the resource section of the Member Central website to view and complete the most up-to-date rules and regulations of the club. We value your experience at the club and welcome suggestions for club improvement. Should you have any questions or concerns, please let the club management know. We hope that you enjoy this wonderful club for years to come.